Welcome back to the most passionate analysis of The Voice. The show is heating up and the playoffs just dropped one of the most polarizing decisions of the season. Let's get straight to it. Aubrey Nicole took the stage with a monumental challenge. She performed Black Velvet by Alana Miles, a song that demands a deep tone, a sensual vibe, and surgical vocal control. And she nailed it, or so it seemed. But if you look at the online conversation, there is one giant question hanging in the air that is absolutely dividing the community. Was this a brilliant, strategically perfect song choice? Or was it so slow and deliberate that it bordered on boring? Was this the move that secured her spot in the finale? Or did it almost cost her everything? Today, we're gonna break down Aubrey's velvet tone, the great slowness debate, and most importantly, the community conversation that sealed her fate. Get your comments ready because the controversy is just beginning. From the moment Aubrey Nicole opened her mouth, the reaction was instantaneous. That girl has the tone of a star. Many people online expressed that her voice has a unique quality, describing it as visceral, smooth as velvet, obviously, and having a sexy, beautiful tone. It was clear that the song allowed her to display a tremendous dynamic range. People noted the control she maintained throughout the entire piece, handling the shifts in volume with incredible maturity for a 19-year-old. One person even said, voice, tone, power, and control unbelievable. And let's be honest, the performance wasn't just vocal, her stage presence was heavily praised. From her demeanor to, yes, the outfit. I loved her outfit was a very common sentiment. She created an atmosphere. She took the audience on a journey, just as one commenter noted that she set the mood and took us on a journey. This focus on feeling and atmosphere is key because it is precisely where the division of opinion begins. The tone was perfect, the control undeniable, and the atmosphere was dense and dramatic. But what happens when that atmosphere is perceived as too slow? This is where we dive into the heart of the debate. While superfans were left in chills by the emotion and power, others felt the choice of tempo was a risk that ultimately failed. One of the most direct criticisms we saw was that people felt the normal speed was like molasses in January, and that they had to speed up the video to 1.25 times just to enjoy it. Imagine that. Speeding up of the voice power ballad. Others, being more blunt, simply called the performance boring. What caused this perception? Black Velvet is not a song that allows you to do a lot of fast runs or vocal riffs. It's a song about the groove, about feeling the music and maintaining tension. The pro argument, those who defended the pace argued that this slow tempo was the only way to showcase her dynamic range and her ability to feel the emotion. As one person aptly described, it was a phenomenal performance where she truly feels the music. Reba's decision to pick her was, for them, proof that the risk paid off. The con argument. Critics argued that in the playoffs, you need a song that tests the tone and is more challenging in terms of belting or range. One of them opined that the song required a more raspy sound, and while Aubrey has a great voice, this was the wrong choice. This divide is fascinating. Do you prefer a technically perfect execution that prioritizes control and emotion, Team Brilliant, or a power ballad with speed and difficulty, Team Boring? The debate intensified because Reba's choice to give Aubrey Nicole the pass meant that other talents were left out, specifically Peyton Kyle and Aaron Nichols, who also had massive online support. The community conversation centered on whether Reba screwed up by choosing Aubrey. Tension point 1, the Peyton snub. Many argued that Peyton was far better than her. A significant group of fans firmly believed Peyton was robbed. This sentiment shows how high the perceived stakes for Aubrey were. For her pass to be justified, she had to be indisputably better than everyone else. Tension point 2, the dark horse status. This is where Aubrey's narrative takes an epic turn. People remembered that Aubrey was one of the contestants whose blind audition was montaged, only briefly shown, and now she is the first contestant with a blind montage to ever make the finale. This fact automatically makes her the dark horse of the competition. She is the one who came from nowhere, the one who wasn't seen, and now she is one of the top contenders. This narrative of the underdog who made it added emotional weight to her Black Velvet performance. It proved that she didn't need a huge show of lights and high notes. Her tone and control were enough to convince her coach and a huge segment of the public. Setting aside the slowness debate, the majority of comments leaned toward the idea that Aubrey is a winner potential. The superlatives flew: incredible, best female voice, amazing talent, There was talk of her music future, with people demanding they put the track on Spotify right now. The consensus is that she has it all: vocals, power, control, and stage presence. There was even a prophecy, a forecast that kept popping up. She can definitely win. Her voice, for many, sounds like a powerful modern blend of established stars. One person was specific, comparing her depth to Trisha Yearwood, while another brought up Leanne Rimes. In the end, the choice of Black Velvet, with its deliberate pace, focus on tone, and blues rock edge, was more than just a song. It was a statement that Aubrey Nicole doesn't need to shout or jump around to capture an audience. She uses silence, tension, and that velvet tone to say, "I am the voice." The risk of being perceived as boring was the key to proving her brilliance and her artistic maturity. By forcing herself to maintain attention with a slow tempo, she proved she can handle a dynamic that other contestants more focused on the show simply couldn't sustain. And there you have it. Voice Nation. Aubrey Nicole not only survived the playoffs with Black Velvet, she did it under the scrutiny of a divided audience. What for some was an exercise in supreme vocal control, for others was an overly restrained execution. But the reality is, the finale spot is secured, and the online debate has launched her into must-watch status. Now, the conversation is yours. Let us know in the comments. Honestly, which side of the debate are you on? Was Black Velvet a boring choice because of the slow pace? Or was it brilliant because of the purity of her tone and her control? Do you think this 19-year-old dark horse has what it takes to win the finale? Or was Peyton Kyle the one who truly deserved that spot? Read the conversation, join the debate, and don't forget to subscribe for more The Voice Analysis. See you next time, and may the best voice win.